Hey guys, today I'll be showing you my Darklord deck review for April of 2020. And I'm gonna say first, Happy Easter to everybody, or other holidays that you celebrate, or anything like that. Hope you're with your family celebrating, with your kids, friends, families, or whatever who are close to you. Obviously, we can't, celebrate that much because of the epidemic that's happening. Everybody's, staying at home, and obviously, I'm doing this. So yeah, we are in the new Yu-Gi-Oh Pro that I will be doing a video very late review of this. Sorry, but yeah, first of all, Darklord is getting support. Like, wow, this was one of the contenders to get its own structure deck. If you recall, in the polls in OCG, that Shadol's won in the polls, and many of the decks that were in the almost got to the the top 5 or whatever, that's getting some support or a structure decks. The charms are getting structure deck. The sacred beasts are getting a structure deck. Jinzo is getting support, which is crazy, and other decks as well. But one that obviously we are not getting is that I'm gonna say it because, Crystal Lightsworn. If you don't know, he's right now retired because Konami has not given him his support. So if anybody wants to help him, give him the support. Just give him. He's like. He doesn't like any combinations. He just wants a pure variant of Lightsworn so he can compete it in that. But anyways, let's stop talking about that. So yeah, what did we get of support for Darklord? So we got 4 new monsters, including a new fusion, and 1 trap card, and that's pretty much it. The other stuff is just the normal stuff we have for Darklords and all that stuff. Obviously, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh Pro for fun video. Obviously, if this is for competitive TCG, obviously I will not have access to Pot of Extravagance, Thanos, or anything like that, because right now we can't have all these cards right now at the moment. So Yu-Gi-Oh Pro will give us that opportunity. Frankly, I don't have any replays right now because I've been having troubles with the replays that I have to talk to the people from Yu-Gi-Oh Pro for that. But anywho, that doesn't matter. I already contacted them and all that stuff, and they helped me. So let's talk about the deck profile, shall we? So first off, we have 1 Darklord Morningstar. He's your big boss monster of them all. He's a level 11 Dark Fairy type monster. He has 3,000 of attack, 3,000 of defense. No fairy cannot be special summoned. This card is tribute summon. You can special summon 1 Darklord monster from your hand or deck up to the number of effect monsters your opponent controls while you control another Darklord monsters. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Once per turn, you can send cards at the top of the deck to the graveyard equal to the number of Darklord monsters on the field. If you do, you gain 500 for each Darklord card you send to the graveyard for this effect. So yeah, pretty much he will protect all your other Darklords, but except for himself. But that changes with the fusion. Next how we have 3 copies of Eggshell, Darklord Babe. So Darklord Eggshell does is that you can discard. She's a level 10, 2,500 of attack, 2,900 of attack, defense. Her effect is you can discard 1 card and this card and 1 Darklord card you control. You have in your hand. Draw 2. Quick effect: you can pay 1,000 life points and target 1 Darklord spell tracker in your graveyard. Apply its effect. Then shuffle that turn into the deck. You can only use this effect once per turn, yada yada. Same things with all the Darklords that will have the pay 1,000 life points, target a spell track card. You can apply that effect and shuffle it back into the deck, which is really nice. Means that you can pay life points to bring back all your spells and track cards, which is really nice. Then we got one Darklord Teslock. I call him Tez. It's a really hard name to pronounce. Sorry. He's a level 9. He has 2,800 of attack and 2,100. It reads, if a Darklord monster you control will be destroyed by battle by card effect, you can discard this card instead. And obviously has the same effect. But obviously you're not going to be using the other effect. This card is so good as with some intention. If something happens to your Darklords with a spell or trap card or removal, you discard this, they're all safe, which is really good. It has the Return of Dragon Lords effect, which something happens to your dragons, you can banish it instead to not be destroyed. Then we got 3 of the OG Superbia. This is one of the better Darklords of the original archetypes. With this card special summon, and from your graveyard you can target one fairy monster in your graveyard except for Superbia special summon that target. Which is really nice because it is a level 8 monster, has 2,900 attack and 2,400 of defense. He's level 8, which is really good because you can use a lot of XC summon. There's a lot of Darkhold monsters that are level 8 that you can XC summon really easily. And I'll be telling you that. Then we got the one copy of Zeratos. He's a level 8, which is nice. He's 2,800 attack and 2,300 defense. Aries, if you have 4 more dark monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can tribute summon this card by tributing one dark monster. You can send one dark monster from your hand to the graveyard, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. Basically, it does a Raigeki just by discarding. Then we got one Archlord Christia. Now, Christia is really good because if you're running so many fairies, it's easy to summon him at ease. I might run this guy at 2 because he's super good, and it's easy to put 4 fairies in the graveyard at the moment with the build that I have, and I will tell you the difference that I want to do. But yeah. And the new guy, Darklord Negro. Sorry about that. That was my phone. He's a level 8, 2,700 of attack and 2,500 attack defense monster. Aries, you can special summon Negro once per turn. If a fairy monster you control attacks the defense position monster, it inflicts piercing damage. And then has the same effect. Pay 1,000 life points. Yada yada. Then we got 3 copies of Nastor. He's your other 3 copies of Darklords that you have to run, obviously. Aries, you can discard 2 Darklord cards, special summon this card from your hand. Click off it, does the same thing. Pay 1,000, apply the effect of a spell and track card, shuffle it to the deck. Nice. Then we got the one Abdusk. The horse, he's a level 6. It has 1,800 attack and 2,800 of defense. Aries, you can discard this card and one Darklord monster, then target one Darklord card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. During either player's turn, same thing, pay 1,000, apply a spell and track card, and shuffle it back into the deck. Normal, like that, just like that. This one, it's good at 1. You add it just so you can send more Darklords, so you can bring out Christia. I've done it a bunch of times, which is fun. Then we got 3 copies of the new card, one of the new cards. This is Darklord Pleasure. Obviously, they're gonna change the name to something else because Pleasure, you know, this is a kids card game, so they will change Pleasure's name to something else. Obviously, to something different. I don't know, like Darklord, something that doesn't involve pleasure, sexual things, or whatever. I don't give a shit. But the artwork of this is really good. She's a level 4 fairy monster. She has 1,600 attack and 0 defense. This one of the better ones. If this card is normal or special summon, you can activate this effect. You cannot activate monster's effect except for fairy monster for the rest of the turn. Also, take 2 Darklord monsters with different levels from your hand or deck, except Pleasure. Special summon one from your opponent's side of the field defense position. If you do, add the other one to your hand. So the great thing about this is you can special summon a lower Darklord monster to your opponent's side of the field and add the better one to your hand, which is nice because I've done this a bunch of times. So I do his effect, her effect, my bad. Then I give Abdusk to him, or who else had the lower defense, or Ukobak. Speaking of Ukobak, sorry, I'm trying to. It's been a while. He is your Foolish Burial. He's a level 3 fairy monster. He has 700 attack, 1,000 of defense. Aries, if this card is normal special summon, you can send one Darklord card from your deck to your deck to the graveyard. You can use this effect once per turn. Sorry about the phone. And that's pretty much it. So basically, Pleasure can easily set this guy into your opponent's side of the field in defense position. When you have your board set, you use this effect of Nergal to have piercing damage, and boom. Boom shakalaka. Then for the spells, we're running 3 Allure of Darkness. What's wrong with me? Allure of Darkness, because we're running so many dark monsters except for Christia, we draw a lot of cards. Then we got Darklord Contest, so we can special summon our Darklords. The thing about this is that if you apply the effect of Darklord Contact in your graveyard using Naston, Eggshells, any of the Darklord monsters that says pay 1,000, apply these effects. If you try to special summon Superbia's effect will not trigger because it's when it will lose timing. So yeah, sorry about that, people. Next up, 3 trade-ins because we are running a lot of level 8 monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of level 8 monsters, which is crazy. They got the one monster we run this. This is your base, your 4th contact, so you can special summon anything. You can special summon Superbia, so bring out Christia, or you can do Foolish Burial to Christia, or send it to the graveyard and special summon Christia, because it doesn't have, you can only special summon this. It just says if you have 4 fairies in the graveyard, special summon it, which is nice. Then we got 3 banishment of the Darklords. This enables you to add a Darklord card from your hand to your deck, which is nice because everything is Darklord, so you can add it really easily. Then we got 3 Call by the Graves, hand traps or whatever. Simple stuff. Then we got 1 the Sanctified Darklord. This is a really good trap card. I wish this was ultra rare because my entire deck of Darklord is blinged out like crazy. Now you can send 1 Darklord monster from your hand or face up on the field. Negate the effect of one effect monster on the field at the end of this turn. Gain the life points equal to its attack, which is really good. I don't know if playing 2 copies, but it might be alright for what I've been playing. 2 Rebellion, another great card. Send 1 Darklord monster from face up or hand, then destroy a card, doesn't target, which is nice. Love that. Then we got Enchantment. It's basically a mind control. Send 1 Darklord monster from your hand or face up, take control of a monster. Sorry, your opponent controls. Sorry about that. And take control of that monster until the rest of the turn. And then we got the new card, which is Rebellious Darklord. This is the new trap card / fusion spell for the Darklords. Obviously, Darklords have more in the trap card than the spells. We have only contact, banishment, and that's pretty much it. It only has 3 spell cards and has more trap cards. It's more trap based, which this is a really good card going first or second. Here's why. It reads: you can send 1 Darklord monster from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Fusion on 1 Darklord fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You then gain life points equal to the attack of the monsters you send to the graveyard. Activate this effect. You can only activate Rebellions once per turn. The great thing about this is you can use Ukuba's effect or any of the Ukuba's effects, so you can send this card to the graveyard, or use Eggshell's effect to send it to the graveyard so you can have it there so you can apply the effects like that, which is really nice. I love it. Now, let's go for the extra deck. So first of all, we're playing 2 copies of Condemned Darklord, or Condemned Witch, or whatever. This is Condemned Witch. I love this artwork. I want a playmat of this. I saw the playmat of this for the judges, and now is that like $100 to $50 or $150? I don't know what's the price of this, but that's absurd that in OCG they have these playmats for so much cheaper. And when it's TCG, it's only for judges, and we don't get access to these, or the judges sell them for a very high price, which is kind of a bullshitter. I'm sorry for those judges who say that's a little bit of a bullshit. I understand you want to make extra money from them, but that's a little bit bullshit that in the OCG they have them super cheap, and here in the TCG they have them expensive, and they're a little bit older than the other ones. In the OCG they have the zones, and the TCG does not have the zones, or they just they did different things. I don't know. And a lot of sellers in tournaments and and regionals, they can't sell any more OCG products like that. So what the fudge, man? Like, we're trying to love the game. That's how we love the game. But anyway, I stopped with my nonsense. Let's continue on with the video. So, 2 Condemned Darklords. It requires 2 fairy monsters, tribute summon, fairy summon. That requires 2 tributes by banishing 2 monsters from your graveyard instead for tributing. If this card is treated as a tribute summon, you can discard 1 card, take 1 Darklord monster from your deck, either hand or send it to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. During the aim phase, you gain 500 life points for each fairy monster you have on the field, which is really nice, I gotta say. Love her. Then for the Nightmare packets, 1 Cerberus, 1 Phoenix, and 1 Unicorn, obviously. Then the link 4 that we're running is 1 Borosaur, obviously. So then we got Photon Lord, we got Hope Harbinger. Then we got this one, number 97, Draglubion. This guy's really good. He's a rank 8th. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. You can attach one material, take 2 dragon number monsters with different names from your extra deck or graveyard, except for the special summon one of them, attach it to the as a material. For this turn, you cannot special summon other monsters or declare an attack except with that special summon monster. The great thing about this is that you can go to many combinations because you are running a lot of number monsters. You can special summon them and go into a lot of XC summoning, which is really good, and do some crazy ass things. You can go to Prime and do Prime's effects, so you can attach, gain a lot of attack points because of the ranks that these two have. It's game right there if your opponent doesn't have that many monsters on the field or a monster that's weak overall. Obviously Prime, Full Armor, and Cypher Blade. Now the other monsters that we're running is one Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Gustav Max. You know what he does. Then we got the big guy himself, Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon, Juggernaut, Libel. Now this card's pricing is up because of the new Darklord support and many other things because of what it does. This is the first time I'm going to be reading the effect on camera. Once per turn, you can also XC summon. Same thing with the other ones. Yeah, you can XC summon using this with a monster you control who's rank higher than that, which is really crazy. Which is really good. So yeah. Gustav Max is rank 10. You do have rank 10s because you have you have level 10, so you can do Gustav Max, which is really cool. Do that. You can special summon this, transfer material. You detach one material. This card gains 2,000 attack and defense. For the rest of the turn, you can only declare an attack with this card during each battle phase. If this card can make an attack on a monster up to the number of XC materials, it has a +1. Pretty interesting effect. Really cool. It's gonna be taking the meta or the rogue by storm in a way, just because of that effect. Then we got the new guy, which is Lucifer, Darklord of the Morningstar. Obviously, they will be changing the name because Lucifer, because religious stuff and all that stuff, and so they're gonna be changing the Lucifer. Could be like something else. Flaming Sword of the Morning Star or something like that. I don't know. They will change. They're gonna change the names. Obviously, I think this one is gonna stay Rebellious Darklord. This is the one that's gonna stay true to that, which is nice. It requires 3 fairy monsters. Your opponent cannot target fairy monsters you control with card effect, including himself. It doesn't say others. You can only use the following effects of Lucifer, Darklord of the Morningstar once per turn. Only that turn. If this card was fusion from using Morningstar as a material, you can destroy all other cards your opponent controls. So use this, do a Raigeki, do a Rose Dragon to your opponent, basically. And the other effect is during your main phase, you can pay quick effect. You can pay 1,000 life points special on one fairy monster from your hand or graveyard in the fence position, which is really good because you can actually special summon and special summon it because it does. It's not like Darklord Contact. When you apply it, loses target. This doesn't lose target because you're special summoning in your turn, which is nice. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the extra. Now for the side deck, obviously side decks are always optionable. Monster, we have the second Morningstar. We got 2 Phantasme. We got the 1 Vanity's Fiend. This is for me with Christia. Then we got one of the other cards that I kind of, it's okay card, but not that much. It's Darklord Delight. She's a level 4, 0 attack, 1,600 of attacks. Anyways, during your main phase, click event, you can immediately after this effect resolve tribute summon 1 fairy monster face up. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can make all face up monster opponent controls lose 500 for each fairy monster on the field until the end of this turn. It's an okay card, but not a best card. Sometimes I might swap this for something, or for this, or a copy of this so I can put them both, or something different. Then we got the second Darklord Ukabuk. Obviously, because if I don't get this because of a lure or something like that, I got the second copy. Obviously, twist trapping is because we are not actually doing that much in the extra deck because because a lot of these Darklord monsters are such beater sticks. You can easily beat your opponent sensitively because of that. Triple evenly matched because it's evenly matched. It's one of the best cards that you can have right now in the meta, and right now in Roguish, and right now in this new Master Rule, because there's going to be so much special summoning in this new format that you kind of need this. Then the second copy of Sanctity, the second copy of Enchantment, and the second copy of Rebellious Darklord. So yeah, pretty much. Obviously, side decks are your decision of what you're gonna run, knowing what's gonna be for you in the meta. Meta, rogue, whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can play whatever you want. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the deck profile. In time, I'll be making changes, and if you have changes, then go for it. Try them. Do apologize that I don't have replays. I'm having problems with the replays. I do apologize for that. I said in the beginning of this video, I have problems with the replay. I already contacted the people. So yeah, guys. That's pretty much it. I hope you have a wonderful Easter. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be safe. Wash your hands. Stay safe. All that stuff. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like the video, there's the window, there's the door, so you can get the fudge out. If you didn't like my videos, if you don't like my videos, hey, whatever. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.